Good evening and warm welcome to another edition of Northbank Summit. It's 8:30 Monday evening and the fourth round FA Cup has been drawn and Manchester United are not in it. So there's 40 game season for them.
Who did Spurs get?
Spurs got effing nobody. And Crystal Palace drew... Oh no, they didn't. Macclesfield drew Brentford. So we've got a lot to discuss tonight. We are going to look back at the cup games as well. We're going to look back to the Liverpool game, look at the Portsmouth game last night, and also look ahead to a massive Carabao Cup first leg semi-final against the Chelsea at the Bridge. And then we'll go ahead to Nottingham Forest away on Saturday. So games are coming thick and fast. But before we start, just going to give it a massive warm welcome to my co-host, Johnny Brooks. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I had a shitty cold and flu thing going around, virus, for the last week and a bit. But getting to the other side, all the other houses, all the rest, everyone else in the house has got it. But yeah, Arsenal still 6 points clear at the top, so it could be worse. Oh, hang on. Liam's got too excited and left us already. Here he is.
There you go. Now you see me down. No musical chairs in here.
But yeah, it could be a lot worse. My team could be out of the FA Cup. Oh, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, you're doing all right. You're doing all right. And a good evening and a warm welcome to a first appearance on the show from Hudley. How you doing, mate?
I'm good. How are you guys? Yes, just, recovering from the last 2-3 days. Thursday night, Saturday, during the day. So, yeah, it's all good, man. Good victory.
And obviously, Gav's in the house already. Bonjour to Gav, the Chelsea fan. I knew he'd be here tonight.
He's ready, yeah?
Get out.
Who did you get in the FA Cup? Yeah, we've got a tricky game, mate. We've got Wigan at home.
They were at Hull, weren't they?
Yeah, it made me think about Wigan and Hull, like the old 2013-14 when we won beat Hull in the final, Wigan in the semis.
Yeah.
All them times ago, eh?
I know, yeah. Heart attacks galore. Yeah.
It was a good day when we beat Hull on penalty shootouts. I remember that. We actually done that at the time. We did that the hard way, didn't we? That FA Cup. When you think about it,
Mertesacker 9 minutes ago.
Yeah, looked like we was going out, weren't we? And then 2-0 down in the final against Hull after about 8 minutes.
Yeah, that was not for
not allowed to do it the easy way.
That game was not for the faint heart. In that day, right?
No.
God bless Kieran Gibbs, mate. If he didn't clear it off a line at 2-0 down, mate.
Yeah. Absolute hero that day. Absolute hero.
Absolutely, yeah.
Not as much of a hero what Aaron Ramsey was in the second half.
Glorious.
Great season he had as well that
Absolutely.
season. Anyway, it's good luck going down memory lane, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to discuss, obviously, Arsenal into the 2025-26 season. So, look, obviously we go back to Thursday night. I know me and Hudlin have been on another channel, Sparks' channel, talking about it. So I'm going to go to you first straight away, this one, John. Look, it weren't the result we was looking for, was it? An absolute dire game of football, 0-0. Probably one of the worst performances, in my opinion, I've seen Arsenal play, especially in the second half. But somehow come away with a point. How do you kind of view it, like 4 days on?
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it too much. I mean, I had the right up. I'm not going to lie. During the game, after the game, I was fuming. It sounds ridiculous, really, because we are 6 points clear, and we're still moaning, and we're 6 points clear. It's ridiculous, but as I get boring my wife with the else, it's just the fact it could have been, and I just don't know how many opportunities we're going to get to 8 points. 6 points is brilliant. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I can't see us losing many games, but to lose 3 games, just 8 points. I know it's only an extra 2 points, but if we just get as far away from everyone else as we can, win your home games. It was a very flat, weird performance. It was, Liverpool were there for the taking. That's what annoyed me as well, because they were missing so many players, and I did think we were going to give them a good beating. I'm not going to lie. And I was very disappointed. It's just very flat. I mean, Liverpool were much better, let's be honest. But they were missing a lot of key players. And we haven't scored 1 goal against Liverpool this season.
I swear
Barnsley in the Cup have already scored against them. So it's annoying. But we didn't lose. At the end of the day, I mean, still 6 points clear. And we're in a great position. We just got to take... If Man City keep dropping points, we just got to make sure we capitalise on it. That's the only, I mean, you can't grumble too much. But yeah, it was disappointing. They were there to be taken. They were there to be, to be beaten, and we didn't do it. So it was just a funny. But I bet if the players were tired, I don't know. It was just a funny. It had a weird vibe about it. It was almost like an end of season game. It was a strange. The atmosphere was rubbish. Wasn't it, Liam? You were there. It just sounded terrible. And it was just a bit meh, wasn't it? Really.
I thought the atmosphere was electric at the start, if I'm being frankly on the show, but I don't know. I think for the first 10, 15 minutes it was, but I think we get suckered into the same kind of performance in the first half, where it's all patient, no risk, don't take no risk ourselves, and the amount of times we go in at half time 0-0, and it's quite ironic that at half time I was moaning about we don't look good today, do we? And the conversation was, but we never do, and then we do it in the second half. And then you get to the end of the game, you think, we played all right in the first half, but we didn't actually play all right in the first half. We just played much better in the first half than we did in the second half, and even the first half was pretty naff. I just felt that there was a lethargicness in that team. I still feel that Arteta should have brought Mikel Merino on. When you look at the conditions and the weather, I think it is a no-brainer for me. I think the Skelly substitution, the poor substitution, should have brought Ben on and put Timber left back. I don't even think it's a tough decision. I think if I look at that defence, I think, look, I need my best defender on now. Am I going to get him on? I'm putting Timber left back and I'm putting White right back. And I just feel with Skelly at the moment, he's in a rich frame of shit form, if I'm being honest, at left back. And I do feel sorry for him because he done a job there last year. I think he got away with certain games last year because actually we weren't in a title race. But the difference is now we can't afford to drop points against absolute anyone. And because we can't afford to drop points against anyone, Lewis Skelly becomes a bit redundant because he will cost you points in that position. I'm pretty sure of that. And it's a concern that the injuries that keep occurring in defence. Like you look at Calavori, see Hincapié go off injured. At the moment, we've got both of them. You've got to look at, who's our best left back now? And for me, it's Timber all day long. And Ben needs to go right back. And the difference is with Ben as well. Ben's got a brilliant relationship with Saka down the right as well. So actually, could that be beneficial for Bio in terms of, bringing him in the team and maybe getting him back to the kind of form he was in and maybe getting him back into the goal-scoring positions he was in? Because, when Ben plays, he bombs proper down that flank and Saka is able to cut in a lot more. So I'm just wondering, do we do that on Wednesday night, Hudlin?
I reckon we do that. We definitely need to, because if you remember when he just started or came back from injury, he did play left back, and we were quite solid at left back. So, because the thing is that we need to really go to Stamford Bridge and really impose ourselves. We need to come away with something from there. Although they haven't beaten us in a long time there, but I would from what I saw last night, it was a lot better from the Liverpool game. It was a bit more free-flowing football. But yeah, I would play Timber at left back and Ben White at right back because he does really bring out the best in Saka. It's the stats are there. It's evident to see they love playing with each other. So I would go for that definitely on Wednesday night.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think it's a bit of a no-brainer, and I think, like you said, it will bring out the best potentially in Saka. Looking at the midfield, though, on Thursday night, like obviously we went for the try and trusted Rice, Odegaard, and obviously Subamendi. Good to see, by the way, Subamendi and Rice get a rest yesterday. I know Subamendi come on for the last remaining minutes, but pretty much it was obviously job done by that point. He was just coasting the full-time whistle. But do you feel that we can get away with playing them both against Chelsea and Forest? I'm on the assumption I think a full-strength team will go out against Chelsea, and obviously they'll play both games.
The thing is that Chelsea are going to be coming physical on Wednesday. This is what we know already. So I'm kind of inclined to start Mourinho, but then who do we replace him with? But I'm kind of inclined to start him because I think it's going to be his kind of game. Because so I'm more inclined to start Mourinho. Right, I mean Rice is fully rested, but I think Mourinho, Rice, Odegaard probably. That's what I would go for. I would probably go for that. See how
John?
it goes.
What about you, John? Who would you start on Wednesday out that midfield?
Zubamendi, Rice, Odegaard all day long. I think he's going to have to go strongest team. I think, as Hoodlin's already said, we need to get something out of that Wednesday. They'll be well up for it. I know they had to play Cheltenham, but they scored 5 goals. They look pretty lively, to be fair. The old classic new manager bounce. He's going to want to put out a statement.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we'll be all right. Like Hoodlin's said, we haven't lost to him for a long time. It's a big psychological thing we got over him now. I mean, there's rumours going around that Cole Palmer's.
Yeah, I think he hasn't trained apparently because he's got this reoccurring groin injury that keeps happening.
I mean, he has been very hit and miss, when he has played. So I'll take it or leave it either way. To be honest, he doesn't scare me. Delap scares me. I think he's a handful. Classic old-fashioned centre forward.
Really?
Well, no, we got. Yeah, I do like him. I have to say, there's something about him I like. I have to say, I think there's a player in there, definitely. I mean, obviously, our centre halves will, we'll have a great time with him. But yeah, they've got more of a goal for it now. But I think Arteta will go full strength. I mean, the fact that Saka and Rice didn't get any minutes yesterday, Superman coming at the end. I'd be amazed if he put out a mixed match team like yesterday. But yeah, I mean, end of the day, a trophy is a trophy. If we go there and get smashed, I mean, it's unlikely, but you never know. You just don't know. He won't want to do that. End of the day, I mean, you look at Alonso at Real Madrid today. They lost the final last night, and he gets sacked. I'm not saying that's going to happen. End of the day, he must know he needs to go, and this is a great opportunity to get to a final. Yeah, so I think you go your full strength team. We've got a superb squad, a super bench. Whoever's going to be on there, either way, it's going to be stacked. So I think he'll go as strong as he can go. Trossard didn't play yesterday. I don't think, did he? So so that more fresh legs. Obviously, Havertz and that were making, on the bench. Jesus, Mane scored a hat trick. He could well start. Yeah, it's a good place to be.
Keep injecting them stats into me, Gav. It has been 5 years. 22nd of the 8th, 2021. I remember it very well because I was absolutely paid off that day coming home from that game. But like Gav said, we have got a good record against Chelsea. I am on the assumption that they're going to raise their game, but I think Caicedo being out is a massive miss. And obviously, we're going to have Saliba and Gabriel.
Is he out again?
No, he's suspended, I think.
He's out. He's suspended.
Is he?
Yeah,
Is he not suspended?
suspended for the first leg.
God, he's always suspended, isn't that boy? Jesus. I know Cucurella's out as well, which is good.
Yeah. So obviously, that it's an interesting game, and it'll be an interesting lineup because obviously we did without Sleever and Gabriel at the Bridge, didn't we? Back in November. And you'd like to think that they'll both be back in defence for the match. And like, I think this is probably our strongest team that we're going to put out there. And I'll totally agree with you. I think we need to come back with something, even if we just come back with a draw. But like, to be fair, like when you start looking at like Casado out, you start thinking, do you know what I mean? We need to take the ball by the horns here and put the statement down and try and get the game. Not, I wouldn't say put to bed because you can never say anything's put to bed until 180 minutes, right? But you want to be going back to the Emirates comfortable, don't you? And look, Havertz come on for 20 minutes the other night. I reckon we might see him for another 20 minutes on Wednesday night. I thought he looked really good. You can see what the difference he offers us to the others forwards. And he just seems to suit the system, doesn't he, Hudlin? Like that last 20 minutes, I was just sat there and all I kept thinking to myself is he suits the system.
First pass alone said it all.
Yeah.
You know, the first pass alone. So, yeah. Remember, as we were saying on the last the other channel we were doing, that they've been priming him for the back end of the season and holding him back for the back end of the season. So I think now that they're going to gradually phase him in, when he's fully there, it's going to be I'm quite excited that he's back. It feels like a new signing because we haven't seen him for so long.
Mm.
You know,
no, it's just the physique and height of him as well, isn't it? But he's so good on the ball. Yeah. He's just got that kind of a swagger to him as well that I think we've kind of missed up top as such. He is that linksman. He is that linkman to like everyone. Like you look at it, to Odegaard, to Saka. Do you know what I mean? Potentially to Martinelli, Trossard on the other side. I just feel that he will get everyone playing, and it's part of the reason why in some games I like to see him in that attacking 8 or 10, whatever you want to call it, and see Gyökeres up with him because I think he can unlock keys for Gyökeres.
Yeah, I think so too. So
exceptional player, and Jesus as well, mate. He's another person. Yeah. He's been really chomping there. That pass from Martinelli's goal yesterday, superb. Not many players in our team can do that ball. He's looked so sharp and eager, and you just hope he can stay injury free because a few months of him doing what he's doing, mate, there's going to be lots of goals. We've got so many goals in our team. It's ridiculous.
In terms of Jesus, can he play on the left?
He can play wherever he likes. Yeah, he's definitely got the ability.
Definitely.
Why not?
Yeah, I think he's also very effective coming off the left.
So many options. No, he's got too excited.
There's definitely something going on with StreamYard on Restream tonight. Definitely having a few problems, but
he played hide and seek.
A bit more musical chairs in the house. But yeah, no, like the options obviously going forward line is absolutely lethal, isn't it? Like I thought, apart from his penalty yesterday, which did piss me off, Madueke had a really good game again. Why he was taking that penalty. I just feel at times, right, that I want to use the correct word. We're a little bit weak in terms of certain decision making and that kind of stuff. You can't be telling me he was
to be too clever sometimes.
Yeah, and you can't be telling me he was the penalty kick taker going into the game.
Like Jesus would have been a penalty taker.
Or Matt Marino, one of the two of them. And this is what I'm saying. Like, and look, we had this incident at Chelsea, and I'm sure Gav will remember it. With obviously Cole Palmer, and it was interesting that he got that ball and no one was taking that ball off him. Do you know what I mean? And it just took me back to that Chelsea moment, and I just thought to myself, you ain't in no position, mate, to be grabbing the ball like that and just demanding that you're taking a penalty, mate. And if you're going to do it, back it up by putting the ball in the net. And he didn't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And for me, you shouldn't take another penalty at the moment.
I don't understand, like, what has happened to the old days of just going up, banging the back of the net? These million...
I'd fall over.
These million-step run-ups, and you pause and you jump and you get it wrong.
Just put your foot through it. If the keeper saves it, he saves
it. Like, yeah.
But yeah, it was all too clever, wasn't it? And sadly, he missed a penalty. Luckily for him, it wasn't defining whatsoever.
No.
But hopefully I'll teach him a little bit of a lesson.
Well, yes.
But yeah, I do think that Mikel needs to be saying to the team, I designate the penalty kick taker. I don't care if we're 1-0 up or 7-0 up. That guy takes the penalty, basically.
Yeah.
I do like the way Odegaard's giving the penalty to others at the time. Like, if the captain decides, then do you know what I mean? But for me, it was just pretty much he grabbed the ball and no one was challenging him.
I was a bit surprised when he took that penalty.
Yeah, someone else must be taking it.
I was a bit surprised. I was like, oh, okay. But
obviously, he's desperate to do well, though, isn't he? And look, he did. He's got all the grounds that he can beat his winger. He is causing penalty situations. He is getting brought down in the box. He is going past his full back on many occasions. He doesn't lack confidence, and
he's always involved.
Yeah, but I feel sometimes we don't get the ball enough to him quick enough.
Yes, especially when he came on Tuesday on Thursday night.
We didn't get the ball to the ball in the last 5 minutes.
We had a problem. We had that with Saka as well, though, against Liverpool. First 20 minutes, he's all over Kirkes. Keep giving the ball. And then all of a sudden, we just stopped. And he just didn't get the ball. It's just like, you can see what he's doing. He's causing havoc every time he's going down that side. And they just stopped.
Catherine's saying complacent. I think that's the word you want to use. It's one of the words. Definitely one of the words.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's the main word.
Yeah, it's a word receive.
Because to do all the hard work and then not score, like, you've won the penalty, you decided to take the penalty yourself, at least score it.
Yeah. It's been on target.
You never had this back in the day, did you? Like, when you think about the 90s, this only crept in over the last 15, 20 years, this jink run, isn't it? Like, and
the people trying to Panenka.
The big on face I've seen over the years, especially last year into this year, I've seen a lot of players.
Oh, that's Sunderland blow. It's Enzo Lefebvre against Brentford, 1-0 down. Why would you try it then? And why? I just you're gonna get back in the game. Just smash it in. Just have a
Everyone's trying to be cheeky.
Nah,
smash it.
Peter saying, before I put a wager on the game, I'll have to see the starting 11, but the bookies are giving good odds for Arsenal win, double your money. Well, there you go.
No, yeah. It's stressful enough watching Arsenal and trying to win money on them. Believe me.
But we did kick off to a pretty poor start yesterday, didn't we? They scored within 3 minutes. I felt Kepa didn't cover himself with glory in terms of the shot. Obviously, I think Madawaki lost the ball, did he? Down the right-hand side. And, they scored. I felt Kepa should have done much, much better. Just pretty much put it in.
He could have at least palmed it out for a corner kick.
Yep. I felt like, if you watch, there was a moment at the end of the game where their keeper made the save. It was different side, but the same kind of shot, and that's what he did. He pushed it out. Do you know what I mean? I just felt it was really lazy goalkeeping from Kepa, and I've been quite a fan of Kepa. So it was just a bit disappointing to see us concede like that. But one thing Arsenal been pretty good at, especially the last few games, if they do concede, they've got themselves back into it quite quickly. We see it at Bournemouth, didn't we, with the Gabriel goal, and yet again at Portsmouth yesterday. Look, set piece, no goals. Come on, Trump, didn't they?
They both made an appearance yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah. Our best friends.
After hiding in December, they made a good appearance yesterday.
No, Yova must be obviously probably earning his money, looking for a pay rise. He got 3 set pieces yesterday, and look, it's a massive part, isn't it? But when you see Martinelli banging 2 headers in, because Martinelli, when he first came into Arsenal, looked a bit of a danger with his head, didn't he? Like, he scored a few headers.
Yeah.
And then you never see it again.
A couple of good looping headers.
But yesterday, two clever headers at the front post. Then got his hat-trick just to obviously piss off Gary Neville. One?
He should have scored 4.
Yeah.
He could have scored 5.
The absolute sit that came back off the post.
Yeah.
And he had that chance before when he, tried to curl it around the keeper. And
that's it.
He could have had 5.
But quite an effect. Good to see him getting the goals. Look, we was talking on there yesterday, and I'm not the biggest Martinelli fan. Everyone knows that, just because of his consistency. But one thing I will say is that, do you know what? In cup games, I think he's an absolute must, because actually, as I said, teams got to come out us in cup games. They can't just sit behind a ball. And look, we see yesterday when Portsmouth went down, they've got to commit themselves. And Martinelli, obviously, as you said, had the chances. He hit the post, the one that curled wide. He's got the 2 headers and all that. Hat trick. He seems to do well in the cups, don't he, John?
Yeah, I mean, I have to praise his character. I mean, after that, call it what you will the other day, whether he was right, whether he was wrong, you don't wish any player injured. He didn't do it on purpose. And obviously, people jumped at him. But to come out, score a hat trick, yeah, it's brilliant for him. I mean, it shows how mentally tough he is as well. I mean, it's brilliant. I mean, he's answered his alleged critics in the best way. And as you said, yeah, he's got a very good record in the cup competitions, especially away from home as well, of his pace. But yeah, he is very frustrating. But I think you sent me something earlier. Said he's our leading goal scorer in all competitions, and you can't knock him. I mean, he's got 8 goals? I mean, it'd be lovely if he can get 20 this season. I mean, we're sharing so many goals around, but yeah, it's just, it's brilliant that just another key member of the squad. Everyone's coming in and doing their bit. He scores a hat trick yesterday. Other people, bless him, can't get a goal for love of the money, and yeah, he's grabbed his chance. I said he could have had 4 or 5 yesterday. He was excellent. Yeah. I mean, you just hope he takes it on. I mean, he could well start against Chelsea, but I presume he won't. But it's just a good option to have. Everyone's chipping in.
Why can't he play against Chelsea though? Like cup game, Chelsea going to come out as well because they need to score. Like,
I would be inclined to start him though. Yeah, I'd be inclined to start him.
Like I said, he'll be absolutely flying high. So confidence-wise, why not? But I just presume because Trossard didn't play, I presume it'll be him and Saka and Victor up front. But who knows? I mean,
I think there's good chance Martinelli might start that one. Trossard against Forest on Saturday.
I mean, we have no idea. I mean, the good thing now about our squad is you just don't know who's going to play. We haven't had this for seasons. It's always the same player. But now, I mean, we don't know who's going to play up front. We're guessing it's Victor because he didn't play yesterday.
But I wouldn't be surprised if
Havertz could start. Jesus could start. Even Marino could start up front. He can even put Martinelli through the middle. We just don't know. It's brilliant. It's really, really good. Got so many options. He could play Leo through the middle. I mean, he won't, but he could. Yeah,
well, I hope he don't.
So many. No, so do I. I completely agree. But who knows? We've got so many options, mate. And that's a good thing because Chelsea won't know who's going to have plans for this and plans for that. But they don't know for definite.
No, isn't it?
And I said Cucurella being out as well. He's suspended.
Why is he out?
He's suspended.
Remember, he got that. Wasn't that straight red card he got? Well, he got suspended.
I'm sure he's out. Yeah, he's out for a few games. But he normally does quite well against Saka. So,
is that including the cup games, does it?
I saw I read it somewhere today that he was missing.
Let's have a look. Because that's an interesting one.
Should be fun.
It would be lovely because he does a good battle against Saka.
Yeah, whoever they, I know they're definitely going to be up for it on Wednesday. The crowd is going to be up for it.
Oh yes, it's a local derby, a big occasion, semi-final.
But I wouldn't.
No, he will be available.
How was he?
Is he available?
Yeah, he's available.
That's all right.
I'm not really bothered about that too much anyway. Like I think
he just really annoys me.
They're full strength, so why not?
That's true. Yeah, they can't say nothing. Then yeah, you're right.
Oh, this person was missing and that person is missing. No, bring everybody.
Yeah, bring your dinner. I might have that as well.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously we talked about Gyökeres. He needs a goal massively, don't he? It's going to be a big night for him on Wednesday night, in my opinion. He's going to have Havertz now breathing down his neck pretty much soon. I think Havertz will start playing games. I said to you, John, I think he'll start the Inter Milan game, and I think he'll play the 2 Champions League games, potentially. Yeah. Look, it's a big moment for Gyökeres, isn't it, in terms of he needs a goal. And could he finally get it on Wednesday night in a cup game with, obviously, teams going at it and everything? Will he get a little bit more room? Will he get a little bit more kind of luck in terms of, obviously, it being that kind of game? Do you know what I mean? Because I feel in most games he plays, it's very much low block and he's on his own. But I feel in a cup game, like anything can happen. And look, we see it with Eddie Nketiah a few years ago. He hadn't scored for a long time and they got a 2 at Chelsea. So hopefully Gyökeres can share the same kind of story.
Yeah. Also, the last time he played against Chelsea at the Bridge, he was unlucky because Timber took it right off his head.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Timber took it right off his head. So,
it's unlucky as well because if he played against Portsmouth yesterday, he would have had that penalty.
Yeah.
You know, he comes off the Villa game for Jesus. Jesus gets a chance about 2 seconds after coming on and scores. It's just obviously he needs to make his own luck, and I mean, he was poor against Liverpool. Not going to lie, he just didn't seem to do anything. But like you said, Liam, he needs that goal. He needs a confidence boost. I don't know if he needs a winner or something. He needs that moment. That's why Eze is getting away with a lot at the moment, because he scored the hat-trick against Spurs. Everyone's like, it's fine. He's had his moment. That's what Victor needs. He needs, just like a last-minute winner or something, a big game, just to get everyone going, get him on the back pages with his celebration and going, there you go. He just needs something.
What's your thoughts on kind of Eze as well? Like, interesting you brought him up in terms of he had that big moment, but another game he pretty much drifted by for him yesterday, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if it's just. I don't know what you think. It's a bit like Mesut Ozil in a way when it's his body language, the way he is on the pitch, it's like large amount, and they'll be like, he doesn't look interested, but that's just the way he is. I mean, at Palace, he was like that, but he was obviously stood out more because he was a better player. And
he was the go-to guy,
yeah, and I don't know. I just don't know, to be honest. He's a good player, but I just don't think we know where to play him. And I don't think he knows where to play half the time. Whereas Palace, he was the main man. But
this
being
is
rude at
what
Arsenal, he's
saying.
nowhere near that. So I don't know.
Is it one of these ones where when he plays, we kind of give him a free roll to roam about, just pick up pockets of space and just do what you do from these pockets of spaces?
When Odegaard plays, we give the ball to Odegaard. He's our conductor. Off you go. If he's not there, that should be Eze, but he just doesn't seem to have that. Aura is the right word, or confidence, or if the players have the right feel they're confident with him. I don't know. I want him to do well, but I don't know. He just a lot of games you say him just seem to pass him by. Well, he's done all right. He scored a few goals. He scored he's doing his bit. But I think a lot of people are expecting a bit more. But everyone else has been doing so well that he hasn't been needed so much. It does a couple of games like the Liverpool game, 0-0. I mean, he only had 30 minutes, for goodness sake. I mean, give him a bit longer. But that could have been a time, grab the game by the scruff of the neck, right, I'm going to get us these 3 points. It's just, it's not his fault. But I don't know, it's just, we spent, 60-odd million.
Would you be inclined to play him off the left then?
Well, there was, I think, Liam was thinking that when he was first signed, he could play on the wing. But he's not a winger. That's not where he played for Palace. He's not, we've got enough wingers. But
you say that. Do you know what, right? I was pretty interested in when he went out to the left yesterday. I thought that was the best I've seen him and Ozil kind of in. Not him and Ozil, I'm on about.
Sorry,
him and Odegaard. Ozil, my brain now. Him and Odegaard interchanging, and it just little passes, weren't it? Little nice passes, little pass and go movement, all that kind of stuff. And I thought to myself, I thought if we got the team right, I think we could accommodate him on the left and have him in that certain role. The problem is though, is getting the right left back to do it, isn't it? Really. I think with Hincapié, let's get down there. I think Calafiori still for me is our number one left back. If I'm being totally honest, I just think that we see more solid with him in the side than when he's not in the side. But I did see a little glimpse of Eze on that left wing that I thought he could do it. But you're 100% right. That's not his best position by any stretch of imagination. But the problem is, I'm struggling to see how he gets into that position with Odegaard in the team, because he's not going to change love or money, old Arteta, in terms of Odegaard. Odegaard's his captain. Odegaard starts. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
As he brought Eze in the outlook of actually, he's a couple out. Are we going to be going down this kind of road moving forwards? Like you look at cricket, you got your test match team and you got your one-day teams and you got your 2020 teams, you got your specialists. Is this the next thing we're going to start hearing and seeing that actually you're going to have your specialist players like cup specialists. Oh, your Martinellis, your Eze's, cup team specialists.
Well, we already see that with Norgard, don't we?
Well, yeah, it was. No, what? To be fair, I thought he had another solid game.
He's solid.
Yeah, I like him. He's done well, mate. He can't. Yeah, he ain't let us down at all.
I'm looking at these players and I'm thinking, are they going to be seen as cup game specialists? As they been brought in here because of what he can do in the cups? So you see what he did in the last year in the cups.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is he going to be that sort of player? Like when Champions League gets to like knockouts and like the game opens up, do you know what I mean? You're going to have Eze, you're going to have Martinelli, you know what I mean? Your Sakas like running at you. Like I do wonder, and I do see a version that this could be implemented in Arsenal, and this is what we'll see going forwards, and there'll be more like specialist players, whether you've got your league team or your cup teams.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Because I don't think we brought a player for 65 million, mate. Not to have a plan for him. Do you know what I mean? And,
definitely not. Definitely.
When we brought him on the thought that Odegaard was fit.
Yeah. You know, he said that's one of the reasons he came because of the plan that was sold to him. You know,
so look, Eze is going to play Eze is going to play a lot of the cup games. Like in my opinion, he'll play both the Champions League games over the next few weeks. He'll definitely start at Wigan. I think he's got impact to play against Chelsea. I think it all depends on how this first leg goes. But do you know what I mean? Having players like him or Martinelli coming off the bench is not bad options to have. Do you know what I mean? As games get stretched and late on. But I actually think like it's actually quite exciting at the moment that we're actually looking to go well in the cups this year. Another semi-final in the League Cup. We need to progress one step further at very least after what happened last year. But look, we've been awful in the FA Cups and we've been given a nice draw in the fourth round, so you'd expect us to get the job done. And then obviously get into the fifth round and see what we kind of get. But yeah, I think it's quite exciting that all these players are going to be used and are going to be utilised because actually we're in all these cup competitions. And one player we haven't mentioned that I thought also had a good game yesterday was Waneri. Now, there's a lot of talk about him going out on loan, isn't there, in terms of we've heard Bournemouth potentially might be interested in him. I've said previously, I think an 18-month loan deal will be good for him. But he's still here, isn't he? He's still playing. And to be fair to him, when I've seen him come on in games, like whether it's league games at the start of the season or yesterday, he's always positive. He's always on the front foot. He always wants to be positive in his play. But for me, if we want the best version of Waneri in about 2-3 years' time, I feel he does need a loan and get out there and just get a concrete game of football under him week in, week out.
Play consistently. Because right now, the way that we're fighting now, you know, it's like we were saying the last time, he's trying to go with more experienced players at the minute. So I think he would do good at Bournemouth if he goes there on a like you said, an 18-month loan. That would do him quite good.
It'd be interesting to see what he does. Arteta obviously likes him. He wouldn't have played him yesterday otherwise. He just don't know how many more games he's going to get. The league games, I don't think he's going to use them much at all. So yeah, it'd be interesting. But again, he's only 18, isn't he? I mean, it'd be interesting because I'd be surprised if he want to leave this season. But I don't know. It depends what the club thinks best.
Yeah, this is it.
Our man's in the chat saying, I'd love to see Martinelli used like a Nelka, man. Got a call.
He's like a striker, he's got the pace.
I think when you see these cup games, you get later on in the games, Martinelli does become that kind of player, don't he? Because teams just obviously pour people forward. And once you get Martinelli on the level, we've seen it on that so many occasions.
I remember he did score that one goal at Stamford Bridge a couple of seasons ago.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking like Aston Villa when we scored in the 96th minute.
Yeah.
Put him through.
Yeah,
like, he's going to kill you, isn't he? He's going to kill you.
The thing is, once he takes off, you're not going to catch him.
No.
You know, you're not going to catch him. So, yeah.
Do you think
he could play down the middle as a wild card? You know, just catch defenders off.
Do you think someone like Martinelli, if he was able to replicate and get back his form of 2022, 23, I think just him alone, you're then looking at we've got to be seeing the job through, because if he can replicate that form and get himself in the goals, I think maybe he needs a few more starts potentially to see how he kind of gets on. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe give him a run of 3-4 starts and see how he kind of gets on. Like, look, he's got the match ball now. That's why, in my opinion, he should start on Wednesday. If you bang an hat trick, but we know what Mikel Arteta's like. Madueke done it, and then we didn't see him for 2-3 games. And I just think with Martinelli, I think you've got to start him Wednesday night now. Like, I just think it's one of them games, yeah, right, where Martinelli's got quite a good little record at Stamford Bridge. He's got quite a few goals at Stamford Bridge. And I don't think Trossard's had many good memories at Stamford Bridge, if I'm being totally honest. I just think it's all set up, mate, for Martinelli to start this game and just see what he can do. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got the hat-trick now, mate. You've got the confidence behind you. You know what I mean? Go out there and just play your natural game. And I just think that actually, with a player like Martinelli, Chelsea are going to be worried about pouring forward. Do you know what I mean? And so they're going to have to concentrate on him on solely. Like, when he's going down your down your right hand side, and like you got your right back trying to bomb up, you can't bomb up with Martinelli, so kind of pins him back. I just think Martinelli's got a lot more good moments at Stamford Bridge, and I just think that potentially it might be the right decision for him to start on Wednesday.
I do hope he starts on Wednesday. I'm not gonna lie to you. After that hat trick yesterday, you know, like you said, carry that confidence into Stamford Bridge. I think he loves playing there anyway. So yeah, I reckon I would definitely start him. I will also, I don't know, I might be inclined to start Jesus as well, you know.
Who?
Gabriel Jesus. I will be inclined to start him on Wednesday.
He causes havoc, don't he? Like, him and Martinelli just seem to work well in tandem as well, because one goes in, and the other one goes out. So sometimes
they enjoy playing with each other.
Yeah, and you see Martinelli go in, and you see Jesus go out to the left, and like look at the goal. The goal's pinpoint of that, isn't it? What Jesus did, put it right on the plate for Martinelli. I just think Jesus has got that little bit of additional in him that actually I like him. I think more away from home as well, because I think when you're away from home, at times, you are under a lot of pressure, but he can cause hassles. I mean, he can get the ball and cause havoc. I'm desperate for Gyökeres to score though, but I totally get it. I think he will start Gyökeres, if I'm being totally honest. Yeah, but it wouldn't 100% surprise me if Jesus did start the game, because actually they both played the Portsmouth game pretty well. But I think it's a big decision. I think it is a big decision on Wednesday night. I do think he goes Gyökeres and gives him that opportunity. But we're talking that Gyökeres needs a goal, and he needs to go fast, because if he doesn't really have a game on Wednesday night, I don't see him starting at Forest on Saturday.
Forest, yeah.
And I actually think if he doesn't perform well, I think Jesus will start at Forest on Saturday. And I'm not averse to that either, if I'm being totally honest. I'm not averse to it, because I think at times it might be that, like yesterday, I would have put Gyökeres on for the last 20, 25 minutes, mate. Like you're playing a shocking.
I thought he would have come on. I thought he was.
I thought it was strange.
Especially when we went like 4-1 up, I'm like, this is the perfect opportunity to give him at least 25 minutes out there, let him just do his thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Aman's saying that he's not seeing the signs with Gyökeres at the moment. I really want to see him and Havertz in tandem. I really want to see Havertz and him go up there in games.
That's a different kind of headache, you know, because Havertz, the link-up play is so good, and it's going to cause problems for defenders, because Gyökeres running and Havertz there. Who are you going to try to mark?
I wouldn't enjoy that at all.
I think that would free up a lot more space for Gyökeres as well.
I think the problem is, because the system's so kind of rigid in the way it is, players are struggling to get close to Gyökeres at times. And that's the biggest problem that I see at the moment. Now, when he gets the ball, he's very much isolated on his own as such. And look, let's be honest, when we get into the box, we do everything but pick out the right final pass at times. But then this is why I'm thinking, like in some games, I think Jesus, I think that he's probably, from the left-hand side, will probably be the most reliable player in terms of maybe getting that assist. And I would like to see Jesus come play out from the left and try and get right up to Gyökeres as well. And I think he's got the feet work to do that. But he's got so many different options. Like he's got to try and find what's the best formula. Like as I said the other day, when you bring a striker in the club, you play to that striker's strengths because he's going to score you goals. But I just don't feel that we're doing that with Gyökeres whatsoever. But it might be that actually to play that way, this team can't play that way for whatever reason. If that is the case, then it's going to be sad to say, but I think Gyökeres will have a short career at Arsenal.
Yeah, he should fix that quick.
Do you know what I mean? Like he needs a goal. Exactly. He does need a goal. Like, look, we know he can finish. I watch him in warm-ups, and he finishes every single chance. I just think that in some games, mate, you might have Havertz like maybe it's just off him, just holding it up. Do you know what I mean? And getting into their positions, and Gyökeres being able to kind of be that final man. How he accommodates that, I don't know. But apparently, in the summer, he was trialing it out with Havertz.
Yeah, I think if you can get him closer to goal, where he doesn't have to run as far. Because remember, like we were discussing, his turn-up pace is not that great.
No.
So yeah, it's stay closer to goal. Because I look at him in when they warm up. I've seen him in open practice, in open training, and clinical. But it's just replicating that in a match. That's what we need. You know, so
and that exactly.
You know, I've always said it, and I will continue to say it. It's a work in progress, and I think when it clicks, it will really click. And once that happens, I think he will be a handful. But right now, it's just getting that right formula, and you know, we have to try different options to see who can bring the best out of him at the minute.
You've got so many options, though, haven't you? Like when we're talking about Mikel Merino can go up there as well. You've seen everything. He can go midfield. He can play further up potentially. You've got Havertz who can play further up. You're just looking. You got Declan Rice. You got Subamendi. Do you know what I mean? Like even Norgard comes in, does a job. It's been a bit unlucky, really, isn't he? Because he's a centre midfielder who's played more games at centre back than centre midfield. But he comes in and does a job. Do you know what I mean? We just need that break with injuries, and that is pretty much what it is. We just need the break with injury. I think we just need to get Calafiori back and be able to play our strongest team. Do you know what I mean? And hopefully we can get run into the second half of the season with.
They said when he's going to be back.
Injuries. Pardon?
How long's he out for?
Shouldn't be that far off though. Him and Mosquito.
No.
There's been nothing, is there, Calafiori? I don't think anyone really knows what the issue is.
No.
You
just said it was something like awkward or something. He'd done something awkward or something training, and then they never really said.
Looking ahead to Forest though on Saturday, because we can't bypass another Premier League game. But they're not in great form, just been knocked out of the cup by Wrexham.
Yeah, they're poor. They're really poor.
But Bubble's been proper burst, it looks like a little bit, don't it? I feel that they haven't really got the team that they had a couple like under Nuno. And I feel that actually, like once he went, it kind of
Chris Wood being injured for them is a big blow for them. I mean, they've got some other good strikers like that, Igor Jesus and Chuayomni, is it? But Chris Wood's, he's their main threat, target man. He's not there.
Yeah,
if we can keep Gibbs White off the ball, keep him quiet.
Even going forward, I think when they lost Alanga, that hit them quite hard as well. Because remember,
it's a lot of pace. Yeah.
And they've never been the same after that.
Well, we should be absolutely fine against them, and that's R5 under lights, and there'll be a good atmosphere. But yeah, we just need to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, well, we definitely need to. It should be a good one because
chance to freshen the team up again. Obviously, it'll be a tough game Wednesday. You would have thought. Yeah, that's the lunchtime game.
United could do us a favour on the weekend.
I doubt it. I wouldn't hold your breath.
You got them, you talk about the Manchester derby, you got that, haven't you? But
you never know. It's a derby game, so you don't know.
Well, no, you never know, and obviously they might have Michael Carrick in there by that point. He looks like.
Yeah, what is it? What is that about, by the way? But yeah,
I thought it was going to be Oli. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I do not understand. Let's not muck about. I mean, a club the size of Man United, and they're talking of getting a manager in interim to the end of the season. which is like 5 months.
Then,
I
then
mean, there's
Man
strategy
City-
there. I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong. For us, it's brilliant. But what on earth? I'm
was gonna
sorry.
say-
Yeah, I just.
I was saying to someone today, I was like, well, you sacked the manager, paid him 12 million, then to get in through, but then you've got the same problems.
Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It's literally
If you're
the
going to
same
sack,
exact
if you're
problem.
going to sack him, you've got someone lined up, or you're going to go for someone else. You don't. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
And then I heard today they're talking about Wayne Rooney joining Carrick's backroom team or
Oh,
something.
that'd be amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
because he would
so-
absolutely torpedo even more. Yeah.
But you look at his fixtures, yeah, right. It's quite interesting. Isn't it? Like, obviously, we have Forest, and then we have Man United. And what you look at over the second half of the season, our first 4 games, we've got rid of Aston Villa, Liverpool, and Manchester United, which look all bring their own tricky situations and outcomes.
Yeah.
But you start looking at it, if you're still over 6 points clear coming out of Man United, and they've still got to play. Like, I know they play Man United, but they've still got to play Aston Villa, and they've still got to play, obviously, Liverpool in a couple of weeks. They've still got to go to Chelsea. You start looking at these games, don't you? And you think they're falling off, mate. You know what I mean? These big games are falling off now, and you start thinking, do you know what I mean? That's another horrible game out of the way. Start looking at the away games after that, and you sit there, think, well, yeah, we've got Spurs, North London derby, but they're not doing any well this year. You'd like to think that if we go to a full strength, we can.
It's all right, man.
Absolutely.
Their manager is one of us, isn't it? So that should be all right.
Do you know what I mean? We should, exactly.
Yeah, let us win, yeah.
It's our stadium, their
Pretty
stadium,
much
isn't it?
that,
How many times have we won there? 3 in a row.
He might not be there by then.
Sure.
But the games are dropping off, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've got Spurs on the 22nd of February. We've got Chelsea at home on the 1st of March. Like, you're talking then, yeah, right? We've got rid of all them games before the end of the season. So really, you start looking at what are the tricky games at the end of the season. Well, it's just one game, isn't it, really? The Man City away game is going to be the big barrier. And you sit there and think,
away by then.
Well, yeah, it's such a long way away by then. You don't know what the situations could be. We could be 9 points clear by then, or we could be 3 or 4 points clear. But what I'm trying to say is, if you can knock these games off and still keep at least a 6 point margin or above, the games are dropping, aren't they? First and fast, mate. And I just don't see Manchester City personally winning every game. Like, they've still not got anyone in for their defence. Okay, yeah, they brought this Semenya in, and do you know what? Absolute great signing for them, by the way. It will be a great signing, but it doesn't stop the fact, yeah, right? Actually, if they can't create chances for any given day, actually their back fours are absolute in pieces at the moment. So, and you start looking at the next 3 away games, and you think, okay, Manchester United not in good form, and Spurs not in good form, but actually, Man United and Spurs ain't got bad records against them over the last year or 2.
No.
And then they got Liverpool tucked in between, and you look at that Liverpool team and you think there's no way they're going to want Man City to beat them on their own patch. So it's gonna be interesting, isn't it? The next,
and they won't. Salah be back by then. Ekatike should be back.
They still got to go to Newcastle as well, isn't it? They still got to go to St James's.
Nah, Newcastle beat them at St James's.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
they did.
Oh, yeah, they did. But even for the Man United, I think, Ahmed's back.
It's a derby game. You never know.
Ahmed's back and Womo's back. So,
if it's Carrick's first game, they want to do a bounce, didn't they? Like, could be like new manager bounce. Everyone's up for it. You know what I mean? It's a derby game at the end of the day, and you just don't know, do you?
Really.
It'd be interesting come 3 o'clock Saturday what the situation is. If there's more pressure on Arsenal at that point, or if it's another scenario where actually Arsenal will go 8 points clear again or 9 points clear. So yeah, Saturday's going to be a big day in my opinion, and I just feel like actually whatever we do Saturday, we've just got to get the 3 points, and I feel like actually Forest are in a situation where I'm just not sure if they got it in them to give us the game like Bournemouth did at the moment. You know what I mean? Like Bournemouth gave us a game.
This is my thing, right? We need to pick up these points, but we need to start faster than we've been starting for the last couple of games. Yeah. Like, we need to impose ourselves early, try and get an early goal, and just settle everything. We'll see how the game.
If we got an early goal against Forest, they could have folded like a pack of cards. Yeah. And also, I think earlier in the day, I might be wrong. I'm funny feeling West Ham have got Spurs.
Yes, they
at
do.
Spurs, and well, it could go either way. But if West Ham were to win that, they'd only be a point behind Forest, which would put them under a lot of pressure against us.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still see Aston Villa as a title challenger?
No,
Why not?
I didn't see him as a title challenger beforehand, and I haven't changed my mind. We give them a good kick in. They're a good side, but they had, they proved against Palace away, 0-0, when they just haven't quite got the squad power. I mean, you look at the strength of their bench when they played against us; they had nothing on it. And they're a good side, but we are a different beast. Man City, a different beast. But Villa just haven't quite got that. I was saying they're about 3-4 quality players away from challenging. I would have thought. I just don't see it. I could. I don't quite see them.
Do you see Manchester City winning majority of their games between now and the end of the season?
No. I think they win quite a lot of them.
Even before this 3 in a row, I said I was like, people going about, the Man City run, but I just can't see it with this team, especially with the defense that they have.
I can't believe they haven't signed another centre half yet.
Yeah,
they've signed a winger over a centre half. Vardio out for 4 or 5 months is a massive, massive, massive blow to them. He's a superb defender. Play all across the back for them. He's perhaps Mr. Reliable at the back. And I'm amazed they haven't tried to sign anyone else, because that back four in the crunch games, it's a shame we can't play them now, to be honest, because our attackers would feel, so it will be interesting to see what they do. They're going to be the old classic, we're going to score more goals than them. But it would be interesting. Like I said, if Man United can frustrate them or even nick a goal early on, it will be very interesting. This Man City will have to come out.
I think,
and Bruno and Ahmed are back, and they're nipping.
Man
United
They'll be up for it. New manager syndrome. Obviously, he's an ex-player, so someone who knows the club. They got people around who knows the club, what it means to play in a Manchester derby. So I think they will be up for it.
Looking at their fixtures, just interesting. Obviously, I forget they got Newcastle tomorrow away in the old Carabao Cup. Now that's an interesting game as well. Now, isn't it, with their defence?
That's what
does he do? Does he go full strength, or does he think, "Oh, I've got the Manchester derby the weekend"? What does he do?
I think he's going to go full strength.
What I'm thinking. I don't know. Someone was winding me up earlier, but they said that Semenyo isn't cup tied, even though he played for Portsmouth, and he can play.
Very true. Very true. So
how is that now a rule?
It's a change rule now, right? So if you've only played one cup tie, you can, or something like that, you can play for the other team. So say for example, Mark Gray. If we sign him now, he could play an FA Cup run.
Good old game, isn't it? Good old game, man.
Did they lose? Did they?
You horrible big. I was just using them as an example.
A very good example you used. But that'd be an interesting game. If Newcastle can play it off as well as they did against us in the semi, mate, that'd be an interesting game. But Newcastle have to win that. Newcastle have to win that tomorrow. It is a Newcastle first, isn't it?
Yeah.
They have to go Man City with something. Yeah.
They're going to be up for it.
I can see them getting a result.
Is their opportunity to win a trophy, so they're going to be up for it.
Yeah, well, they're still the holders, isn't they? So, they'll be...
And especially coming back and winning that game in the fashion they wanted, what day it was.
Yes.
What's your prediction, chaps? What would you see the Carabao Cup final being?
I think I'm going to be boring, but I think it'll be Arsenal, Man City.
Yeah. Same.
I think, but you never know. I mean, it'll be Chelsea, Newcastle.
I think after the first legs, we'll probably have a better, who's going to... But yeah.
I just think going up to St James's Park tomorrow, I'm intrigued in that game. I'll definitely be watching that one. I think with their defence, if I was Newcastle, I'll be getting right at them. Like they've been scoring goals lately as well. Harvey Barnes has been doing well. Do you know what I mean? He scored 2 against them.
I'll change their formation. I'd have Wisser and Walter Mardy up front. 2 big powerhouses getting
They
at that
actually
defence, mate. I'll
played
licking
well
their lips.
together. The last game I watched them, because they played together and they looked.
Yes,
quite
Liam does. Liam wants to buy McTominay, didn't you, Liam?
I'll take McTominay, mate, all day long.
He scored 2 goals last night at San Siro.
You sing it, I dance it, mate. You find me a better player who could rotate in that team than
I'll be happy with him, mate. Yeah, Scottish lad at the Arsenal, mate. I'll be pleased.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah? I was so puzzled when they sold him.
Yeah, makes no sense. He was good for them.
I was like, who's made this decision now? Who's done this?
Absolute no-brainer would be in my eyes, mate.
Ain't got a clue, mate. As soon as any player that leaves Man United, mate,
imagine if set pieces as well.
Mate. It's like kid in the sweet shop.
Yeah, it's
good player. That guy we scored for Scotland, mate, overhead kick. Not many players can do that.
I certainly couldn't.
And they probably just
just thinking about it makes me pull my hamstring.
Yeah, and they just looking at him now like thinking, why did we sell this guy? Like who sanctioned this sale?
As Amaz said, McTominay must have upset someone telling the truth. Mate, he's a top player, mate. Like, if anyone says, well, you're going to find a better player, you can rotate across that midfield, then I'll be very surprised. Like, guy scores goals, he can play defensively, he can attack. I just think that he's the kind of player that I'll definitely have in my squad. Do you know what I mean? And he's definitely the kind of player who could ease the burden on Declan Rice, in my opinion, as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think he's too good to be over there, to be fair.
Sign him and Rodgers. I'll be well happy.
Oh, Morgan Rodgers.
Did you guys see that Spurs have come to hijack this Conor Gallagher deal from Aston Villa?
Yeah, that flashed up on my phone about 10 minutes ago. I said, I mean, why would you want to go? I just don't understand it. He's been having an appetite for Madrid. Why on earth would you want to understand?
Someone came and said, but why would you want to go to Spurs over Villa?
I presume, I mean, what?
Unless he wants to come back to London.
Well, does he play all the time? I thought he was quite a regular starter over there. Unless he's not, and he's thinking World Cup year, if I play in England, he'll see me more.
I think he started off quite good over there, and then
why would you want to go there? It doesn't make any sense. It must be someone else. I thought Villa was sniffing around him. But they've got nothing.
Well, they agreed a deal. It was a loan with the option to buy.
I think Liam, he could be right with the London connection.
Yeah, I think so. It must be.
It makes no sense whatsoever. Why would you?
I don't think it's a good step for him, mate. Like he's not the player they need, in my opinion.
Why would you want to? And it's not a happy place to be either. You see Van der Ven crashing with their fans the other day. It's
brilliant!
Happy camp.
Superb.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Frank, if they lose a few more games, Frank will be sacked, mate. And then Gallagher's like, "Oh, what do I do now?" It's bizarre.
This guy's asked to go on loan as well. Tell he wants to go on loan.
Well, that's a funny one, isn't it? They got him on loan last year, didn't they?
Crap as well. Yeah, he's another one.
They got him on loan. Then they paid 45 million or some madness for him.
They did something mad.
Yes,
it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, and now he wants to go on loan because he's like, he's had enough.
I guess the only good reason for signing for Spurs is the comedy value, isn't it? At least you know you have a laugh. Yeah, it's just they just make you feel better about everything, don't they? They just make you feel absolutely better about everything. Like their business doesn't make sense. Whatever happens, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like they brought him in last January, this tell, and you just know he's going to end up on the wayside. You just know at that point he's going to end up on the wayside, mate. And like when you think
they got that Mawani, he's your load and all. He's terrible and all.
Who?
Is it Mawani? The French
Mawani.
No idea.
Yeah,
he's
from
dying. Oh, they got him on loan. Yeah,
he came on loan from PSG.
Yeah.
It makes you think, though, don't it? How much Harry Kane and Son kept them afloat, mate, for all them years. Like,
but I think they're having to do loan deals because of all the money they spent in the stadium.
Wow. Yeah, because I was saying to someone, I was like, "Don't worry, we've got a double agent in that club to just tear it to pieces." Because they've got our former CEO in it. Vina is in there, so
yeah.
Like, don't worry, man. But
who's the other one they signed? Who's toilet? Simons. Was it £60 million? Dog shit.
Travis
Absolutely
Simmons.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, dreadful. What's he done? 1 assist and 1 sending off? Brilliant.
Yep.
Well done, mate.
And then there's this defender. I can't remember his name. I think he's looking to go as well because they signed him on a podium in the summer.
Oh, Van der Ven.
Yeah, and he's looking. He's like, yeah, I've had enough of this.
Yeah, why am I coming here? Yeah.
So, but
Super.
anyway, going there is always fun.
It's a funny old game, isn't it? It is a funny old game.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a Spurs fan.
I did that game last season actually, and it's very the whole layout of the stadium is very interesting because where you have the away fans, you then have it's like their club level fans are right above the away fans that are separated by a glass screen, so you can just turn on and just it was weird.
Cool about it,
yeah, but
I was thinking about this today. That
it's gone again.
oh yeah, he'll be back in a minute. He's playing his own version of hide and seek. We found him again.
But it's funny he says that they'll finish outside relegation. I thought to myself, Southall, they probably will, but they'll always get away with it because there's always 3 worse teams.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like last year, they were Man United. If one good team would come up.
If any one of them relegated teams last season was a little bit better, Spurs would have got relegated.
Oh yeah, they'll get down.
That would have been the biggest party in North London, I'm telling you.
It'd be proper Spursy when they get Big Ange back.
Imagine.
I just don't see that. I look at Spurs and United now, right, and I think who they attract as managers. Like you look at Manchester United, they're going to keep Carrick till the summer. Who are you going to get in the summer? Who really wants to go there? Like, I don't understand who you're going to get in the summer. Like, Xabi Alonso ain't going to touch you.
He's not going to go there.
But the worry is, it was all very well hiring into him. But what if he does well? What if suddenly Carrick gets him? They managed to fluke him a 4th spot in the Champions League. Oh yeah, brilliant. That's not who they want. Yeah, they just put him in there. Please just help us out. See how you get on. But yeah, that's not who they want.
It could be like Ollie all over again. Remember, Ollie came in the first time. He did well. Oh yeah, Ollie, we'll give him the job.
There must be someone they've identified and gone, that's who we want as manager, but we can't get him till the summer. But what if Carrick does a good job? I mean, he probably won't, but it's just very bizarre, mate. Very, very bizarre. But very funny.
One. You see pictures of Alex Ferguson, mate. He looked like he's fuming. He probably can't believe it. Do you know what I mean? He never dreamed of being like this, will he?
It happens so much now.
Isn't it something between 10, like 11 or 13 permanent and interim managers since he retired? It's like a hell of a lot. So, but then,
Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel, but quite he's going to be given a good war chest then.
Would he go there though?
Tuchel's not bad.
Depends if he's won the World Cup for England. He won't. Yeah. You better go very nice.
I can't see a big name manager going there to be talking tactics with the sporting director. Like, no, you can't play that. You got to play this. Like, no.
I'd be surprised if Southgate went there, but he is having a good rest, so you don't know that would be.
Oh, behave yourself, Gary Southgate.
I hope he goes there, mate. I hope he goes there.
God.
My team is just long. There. You know, as much as it's an iconic club, long may it continue, man.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, let him rock.
We said we'd talk about the FA Cup quickly. Obviously, another good weekend. The third round, you can't beat the third round, can you?
Yeah, the most disappointing thing was, I mean, it's all on bloody TNT Sport. I mean, luckily I do have it, but it should. There's no games on terrestrial TV. You see,
have they lost the cup final rights and everything now?
Oh, it's the FA have sorted out this deal where BBC had 2 games on Saturday and the rest is all on TNT. And and you can watch some of the games on BBC Sport or do this and do that. Yeah. It's like the draw. You have to watch it on TNT Sport now. It's disgraceful, really. It's really disgraceful. It
the Liverpool game literally just finished.
What was the score?
Like 4-5 or something like that.
They scored more in the end, did they?
Yeah, they scored more. I think it's like 4-1.
4-1, yeah.
Barnsley apparently should have a penalty, though.
What's that game on the telly? If it's at Barnsley, it's a surprise. But yeah, it's just fun. But yeah, no, the FA Cup third round, the FA Cup's a brilliant competition. You could always guarantee a shock. I mean, Macclesfield, unbelievable. I mean,
Is that your favourite moment
Very-
of the weekend?
funniest moment, that's for sure. Because, I mean, it's always lovely to see a shock when it is in Arsenal. And watching the draw earlier when Wrexham's name come up, and I shuddered. I was like, please don't give them again, because I remember that. I was 10, and I don't forget that. Yeah, no one wants to be on the,
Nicky
receiving
Thomas.
end of a shock. Yeah, prick. But yeah, no, it's wonderful for Macclesfield. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, what Palace were doing, God only knows. But
Yeah, that
you
was.
know, that's what happens when you field an understrength team. You don't take it seriously. This can happen.
That's a good game though. Full front though. Liverpool Brighton, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a decent game.
That's a
Yeah,
good game.
it's a good ties, and Villa have got Newcastle as well. So yeah, so we've got a good draw.
And in terms of obviously we sort of talked about Macclesfield, obviously what they did, which was incredible. You just got to love the fight. You just got to love the rounds, and Wrexham. I think it's gone a bit under the radar because of obviously what happened at Macclesfield. They knocked out Nottingham Forest. So like you said, they're in the fourth round of the cup. Mansfield got a great result at Sheffield United as well.
Yeah, Sheffield United. Yeah, some
was
good goals in
That
that
was a
game
good
as well.
game.
So yeah, like let's go. I'm just going to have a look at the cup draw. And to be honest, I haven't really looked at the cup draw.
Yeah, there's also Leeds away at Birmingham. That'll be quite a decent game. Chelsea away at Hull.
Here we go. So yeah, we've
Come on,
got
Hull.
Liverpool versus Brighton or Barnsley. Stoke versus Fulham. Oxford United versus Sunderland. That'd be a good game.
That'd be a good one.
Southampton versus Leicester.
Ooh.
Wrexham versus Ipswich. Arsenal versus Wigan. Hull versus Chelsea. Burton Albion versus West Ham. That's a banana skin written all over it.
Definitely. That'll be on the telly.
Burnley versus Mansfield. Norwich versus West Brom. Port Vale versus Bristol City. Grimsby versus Wolves. Aston Villa versus Newcastle. So one of them two big teams will be out. Man City versus Salford or Swindon for a change. I kind of want Salford to go through there, to be fair.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, like Derby, yeah.
Macclesfield versus Brentford and Birmingham versus Leeds would be an interesting battle. So when you start looking at that, right, you start thinking, well, do you know what I mean? There's Liverpool, Brighton are going to go out, so there's two decent teams that are going to go out in that round.
Newcastle and Villa.
Yeah, Newcastle and Villa. Then you start looking. Actually, you might be able to pull yourself a nice fifth round draw as well out of that. So yeah, all to play for. Obviously, I'm sure we'll fully retake for that Wigan game, and it'll be pretty much like the same kind of side that you probably would have seen on Sunday. But it just keeps players fit more than anything, don't it, Huddling? Like at the end of the day, right, it's about the rotation, and I think actually getting all these players football will only benefit us later in the season if they need to be called on.
Well, this is it, because I think the summer transfer window, we went into that window looking at, right, we're going to be competing on four fronts, and we need a team, we need a squad that'll be able to compete on all fronts, especially rotated. And we've got the players where we can rotate, and there's not going to be a massive drop off in quality. So because there was someone, was it last week or the week before, was talking about, we should, throw away the cups and just focus on the Champions League and the Premier League. And we were like, why would we do that? Because for me, I said to them, I want to win everything. That's just me. That's my mentality. I said I'm there week in, week out. I want to win everything.
Yeah.
And for me, because my argument was win the cup, so at least the players get that feeling of winning something, and that will bring them on to, right, we've won this, now let's go for the league, let's go for Champions League, go for the FA Cup. Why can't we do it? We've got this. I still think we've probably got one of the best squads in Europe, so why not? But why not? And Wigan is it's a good draw, so we can have a team. Yeah. It's a good draw, so why not?
Excellent
why not?
Draw.
Yeah, I say to them, I'm sorry, but I'm not even sorry. I just want to win everything. That's my
Well,
mentality.
you got to be greedy in this world.
I
ain't you?
agree. I completely agree.
Be greedy in this world.
Yeah, I want to win. Why am I going to prioritize the Premier League or the Champions League over a cup? At the end of the day, as a footballer, you want medals, you want trophies, you want to win.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you win, you want to win.
We have won this trophy, this League Cup, since 1993. It's unacceptable.
This is it.
Scandalous, yeah.
It's really bad, mate. It's really bad.
We need to set that right from the beginning. So why not?
Yep.
You know, so...
Aman asking, what's your thoughts on about the throwing coach? To be honest with you, right?
I read that yesterday.
To be fair, we're pretty good on set pieces, so actually, I get the idea why he's getting brought in, because actually, if you can,
because I was saying to my son yesterday, I was like, right, so now our trainers are going to become like a corner now.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And the amount of people that's going to annoy as well. That's great.
That's going to annoy everybody.
You know they're going to deliver from it as well. You know they're going to deliver from that and produce some absolute incredible throw-ins.
So like for me, I just want to win everything. But then the funniest thing is the same person who was saying to throw away the league, to throw away the cups, is the same person who turned around and asked for a ticket for the second leg of the semi-final. Like, why would we? Why? For what reason? You want us? This is the same competition you said that we should throw away. Why? But me, I'm putting on record. I want us to go for all four.
I'm with you. Like, I think we got.
Yes, I'm on.
Go for all four. Why not?
Yeah.
I think we got the pool to go for all four. If I'm being totally honest, I look at
everything.
We do.
The League Cups pretty much will be done. Do you know what I mean? One way or the other. By February the 1st, it's one more game. It doesn't really matter. Do you know what I mean? So you like to think you want to get into the final for that because you're in the semi-finals. And you look at the FA Cup, we should be in the 5th round. And if we get a nice draw from the 5th round, you're looking at 3 games in. And actually, maybe by the time we get a quarter-final, if you get a pretty tricky tie, you just play your first team in it. Do you know what I mean?
You got two Premier League ties, so we know at least 2 Premier League teams will be gone. So why not, man? Why? Let's go for it.
Exactly. So you just got to go for it, mate. You just got to be in it to win it on everything and see where you get to. Like I said, like the FA Cup, I like to do well because actually it's our cup. You know what I mean? 14-time record holders of it. Do you know what I mean? It's what we do, isn't it? It's our trophy basically. So to win it a 15th time would be special. But I just think that you just play the games now. So Wigan's a nice tie, and then you just wait till you get in the 5th round. And then if it is someone hard, you just pick your first team out. If it's not someone hard, you think you get away with it, Arteta will play whatever team he wants. Like, say we got Liverpool at home, I'm sure he plays first team. You just got to play the round. Do you know what I mean? See who you get, and then look at the squad and think, how can I adapt this around what's going around the Premier League and all that kind of stuff. But
my thing is we have the team, and what's going to benefit us even in the league, we have quite a lot of games at home as well for the second half of the season. So, you know, all these big teams got to come to us now.
Yep.
You know, so
yeah,
just that's my mentality. Just, you know what, go for it. Like, this is what we want. This is what we need. We've built a squad that's good enough and have the quality enough to go for it. So I'm all for it. Let's just go for it.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. That's pretty much it for tonight. Obviously, a good hour and 20 minutes discussing all things Arsenal. Really enjoyed that, guys. Obviously, looking forward to the week ahead. I'm hoping to get a positive result with Chelsea and then go into Saturday, watch the Manchester derby, first and foremost. And then, obviously, big game for ourselves. And we'll have a better idea at that point whether that point at Liverpool was a good point or not so good point. So, fingers crossed.
Yep.
Fingers crossed we get a positive result for Manchester United Saturday. Michael Carrick effect and all that kind of stuff. But I only want it for one game because we got them the week after.
Yeah, we do, isn't it? It should be fun.
Yeah, so some interesting games. Gunnar, thank you very much, mate.
You're very welcome. Thank you very much.
We'll see you next week.
Yes, you will. Yes. Living a dream.
As always. Hudlin, thank you very much for coming on, making your debut, mate.
Thank you very much for having me, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, go on, yeah.
Absolutely nice.
Come on in, something like that.
Always welcome on, mate. Always welcome to come back.
Thank you.
Whenever you're free.
I will do.
Andy will be back next week. We had a bit of a mishap today. We didn't think at one point the show was going to go ahead, but then it did go ahead. And then by the time it went ahead, Andy's gone and then treated himself to a nice big steak and red wine. So I'm glad he's enjoying that. Whilst we're sitting there, Gooner's frozen. I don't know if it's me. Oh, he's back. Is he back?
I can hear you. Yeah. I don't know what
You was literally like that, mate.
Yeah. He's having a nice pause.
Goodbye.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we'll be back next week and we'll look ahead to obviously another fantastic week when Champions League football comes back to us and we've got Inter Milan. So that would be an interesting game as well.
That'll be an interesting one.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. It'd be interesting how he selects that one as well. But good night, guys. Hope you all have a good week. And as always, up the Arsenal.
Cheers, guys.